Hello everyone. Today we have a fun lesson for English learners consisting of 3 different stories. We hope you like it. Subscribe to the channel for more of this educational content. Title: The Language of Dreams. In a bustling city where cultures collide like waves on the beach, there lived a little girl named Aisha. Born into a family that spoke a language foreign to many, Aisha found herself navigating a world where communication was often a barrier. However, she had a secret longing to uncover the secrets of the language spoken by millions around the world: English. Since she was 6 years old, Aisha has been sitting with her eyes open in front of the television, watching cartoons and repeating the English phrases she hears with great enthusiasm. Although her parents were unable to understand the language themselves, they recognized their daughter's passion and encouraged her in every way possible. As Aisha grew older, her insistence on mastering the English language intensified. She would spend hours poring through tattered textbooks borrowed from the local library, meticulously copying vocabulary words and practicing pronunciation until her tongue danced effortlessly across the unfamiliar syllables. Despite her dedication, learning English was not easy for Aisha. There were moments of frustration and despair when I stumbled over grammar rules or struggled to understand the nuances of idiomatic expressions. However, with every setback, she refused to give up, fueled by a relentless determination to succeed. One day, the opportunity of a lifetime presented itself: a scholarship to study abroad in an English-speaking country. Just thinking about it sent a shiver of excitement up Aisha's spine, but it also filled her with a sense of fear. Will she be able to navigate through a foreign land where English was the primary means of communication? With her family's unwavering support and her unwavering determination, Aisha embarked on her journey into the unknown. Stepping off the plane into a foreign land, she felt a mixture of excitement and fear swirling inside her. In the following days, Aisha immersed herself wholeheartedly in her studies, immersing herself in the language and culture of her new surroundings. She enthusiastically attended language classes, engaged in conversations with locals, and explored every opportunity to practice and improve her English skills. As the weeks turned into months, Aisha's confidence soared. She found herself speaking fluently with strangers, navigating busy streets with ease, and even making friends from all over the world. English was no longer just a language for her. It was a bridge connecting her to the world in ways she had never imagined before. Years passed and Aisha returned to her hometown, her heart filled with stories of her adventures abroad. But more than that, she returned with a new sense of self-confidence and a deep appreciation for the power of language to transcend barriers and unite people from diverse backgrounds. Through her journey to learn English, Aisha discovered that the language of dreams knows no borders. It is a tool that enables individuals to reach for the stars, pursue their aspirations, and connect with others in ways that defy geographic boundaries. As she looked back on her journey, Aisha realized that the true beauty of learning English lies not only in the words spoken, but in the doors it opened, the friendships she made, and the dreams she helped realize. Title: Victory Within. In a small town nestled among hills and greenery, there was a young boy named Lucas. He was a quiet child, and was often found lost in his own thoughts, observing the world around him with intense curiosity. However, Lucas had a secret passion that ignited a spark inside him like no other sports. From the crack of dawn until the sun sank below the horizon, Lucas could be seen dribbling a basketball on the cracked sidewalk, kicking a soccer ball across the rickety field, or swinging a tennis racket against the backdrop of the setting sun. Sports weren't just games for Lucas. They were his solace, his joy, and his lifeline. Despite his love for the sport, Lucas faced many challenges. His family struggled to make ends meet, and the resources needed to pursue his passion were scarce. However, Lucas' determination was stronger than any obstacle in his way. He borrowed tattered equipment, trained tirelessly, and sought guidance from anyone willing to teach him. One day, news spread like wildfire through the city. A prestigious sports tournament was being held in the neighboring city, promising opportunities for young talents to showcase their skills. Lucas' heart swelled with excitement at the prospect of participating. However, doubts gnawed at the edges of his mind. Can he, a boy from a small town with limited resources, stand a chance against competitors from more fortunate backgrounds? Undeterred, Lucas threw himself into training with renewed vigor. Every spare moment was devoted to perfecting his technique, honing his strengths and overcoming his weaknesses. With every drop of sweat that fell, Lucas became stronger, not only physically, but spiritually as well. The day of the tournament arrived, and Lucas stepped onto the big stage, his heart beating with nervous anticipation. As he looked around at the other competitors, he felt a wave of self-doubt. But then he remembered the countless hours of hard work he put in, the unwavering support of his family and friends, and the absolute joy the sport brought him. With new confidence, Lucas did everything he could. Every race, every jump, every shot was filled with passion and determination. The competition was fierce, but Lucas refused to back down. He played every match as if it were his last, channeling all his energy and skill into every move. As the final whistle sounded, Lucas found himself standing triumphantly on the podium, a gold medal hanging proudly around his neck. The crowd's cheers echoed in his ears, but it was the feeling of accomplishment radiating from within that filled his heart with the utmost joy. Through his journey in sports, Lucas has learned that it's not just about winning or losing, but about the lessons learned along the way. Sports taught him resilience in the face of adversity, discipline in pursuing his goals, and the importance of never giving up, no matter how difficult the challenge. From that day on, Lucas became a symbol of inspiration in his city, showing others that with passion, perseverance, and dedication, anything is possible. As he continued to achieve his dreams on and off the field, Lucas knew that true victory lay not in the trophies he won, but in the indomitable spirit that burned within him, a spirit fueled by the power of sport. Title: Melodies of Resilience. In a quiet corner of a noisy city, amidst the whispers of the wind and the rustling of the leaves, lived a little girl named Emily. From the first moment her fingers touched the ivory keys of the old piano in the corner of her grandmother's house, Emily knew she had found her passion. Enchanted by the enchanting melodies dancing in the air, Emily begged her grandmother to teach her how to play. With a smile as warm as the sun, her grandmother agreed, and thus began Emily's journey into the world of music. At first, the notes seemed like a tangled web of confusion to Emily. Her fingers clumsily stumbled across the keys, creating a cacophony of sounds that echoed throughout the quiet house. But with every mistake, Emily refused to be discouraged. She practiced hard, her determination was unwavering, and her spirit was unwavering. As days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months, Emily's perseverance began to pay off. Chaotic dissonance transformed into a symphony of harmony and grace, as Emily's fingers danced effortlessly across the piano keys, weaving complex melodies that stirred the soul. But just as Emily's confidence began to rise, life hit her. A sudden illness left her grandmother bedridden, and her hands were too weak to play the piano. Devastated by the news, Emily felt as if the music had been ripped from her soul, leaving behind a hollow void that seemed impossible to fill. However, amidst the darkness, a glimmer of hope remained. Inspired by her grandmother's unwavering strength, Emily vowed to continue her legacy and let the music live through her. With renewed determination, Emily threw herself into her practice with a new sense of purpose. She poured her heart and soul into every note, every chord, infusing every melody with the love and resilience her grandmother taught her. Slowly but surely the music returned. It flowed through Emily's fingertips like a river of light, breathing life into the shadows and filling the air with the beautiful sound of hope and healing. Years passed, and Emily's talent blossomed like a flower in full bloom. She has performed on major and small stages, captivating audiences with her enchanting melodies and inspiring story of perseverance. But amid the applause and accolades, Emily never forgot the lessons she learned along the way: the importance of resilience in the face of adversity, the power of love to overcome even the darkest days, and the sheer magic of music to uplift the world. Soul and soothe the soul. As she sat at the piano, her fingers caressing the keys with gentle dignity, Emily knew her journey was not over yet. As long as there is music in her heart, there will always be hope, and as long as there is hope, there will always be a melody waiting to be played.